The billionaires and their system are in crisis. Political parties around the world, parties that represent the elite, are facing revolt after revolt from working people. Last year, in the elections of all 10 leading industrialized nations, the incumbents were either booted out or lost a big share of the vote. This was the first time this has ever happened in almost 120 years of records. Here in the US, the approval rating of the former incumbent Democratic Party is currently in the rubbish heap. Nearly half of registered Democratic Party voters disapprove of them. And overall, only 21% approve of how Democrats in Congress are handling themselves in the present crisis. The revolt of working people against the establishment is fundamentally about the bankruptcy of capitalism and its representatives. The cost of living crisis, the skyrocketing rents, the undermining of the public services working people rely on, the death of the American dream. Working people are fed up with going broke just to buy groceries or pay their rent. Meanwhile, wealth continues to be rapidly amassed at the top. Amidst our desperate struggle for survival, last year saw the world's 5 richest billionaires increase their wealth by $542 billion. Elon Musk, Trump's current favorite billionaire, has $500 billion in wealth. This revolt against the Democratic Party does not mean working people are giving Trump permission to run roughshod over them either. It is true that a section of the working class has illusions that Trump is their guy, and this raises a crucial strategy question for us. How do we win those working people over to a fight back? Because we have seen that on issue after issue, whether it is raising the minimum wage or taxing the rich or Medicare for all or ending the genocide in Gaza, American working people are more progressive than ever before. Some of the states that voted for Trump last year also passed ballot initiatives for a $15 minimum wage, paid sick leave, union support, and abortion rights. And a recent poll confirms that there is not majority support for the bulk of Trump's anti-worker agenda and the pet projects of the Republican Party. A majority opposed Trump's brutal attacks on federal employees. A majority of Americans are vehemently opposed to Trump's plan to permanently extend his 2017 tax cuts for the rich, tax cuts that Biden continued. Large majorities oppose eliminating the repayment plan that helps student loan borrowers and funding cuts for federal student loans and grants. Over 80% oppose cuts to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, commonly known as food stamps, and a whopping 90% of Americans are against cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. Trump's own approval ratings, while higher in the past, are basically breaking even. About an equal number approve and disapprove. And this is during his so-called honeymoon period. These approval ratings have nowhere to go but down. But we should not expect that it will happen overnight. We should not be complacent. And in the meantime, Trump and the billionaires are going for broke. They want to do maximum damage at this moment before a serious opposition to their assault develops and before the real impacts of the damage they're doing becomes clear. The main success of this billionaire in the White House has been tapping into the widespread anger at the establishment. And in this, he's been handed a humongous gift by the rotten Democratic Party and its endless betrayals of working people, which allowed him to get reelected after he left office as the most unpopular president in modern American history.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, please comment, please share, please subscribe to Risky Edges and turn on bell notifications. Please support independent media. Thank you.